Alright guys, as you can see here, we have a new Vevor MX750 lathe. It's 8.7 swing, 29 point something on the length. I've already done a few things to it. Haven't really set it up yet. I just did the obvious required quick change tool post. Got a live spindle for it. This very, very minor tweaks. We just got it less than a week ago. I'm actually pretty impressed. I had my expectations about the ways and what it would be. I've heard people talk about these not being hardened, but on the back here, it actually says induction hardened and ground lathe bed. Very, very surprised by that. The fit and finish, negating or disregarding the factory setup, I'm actually pretty surprised. When I turned it on, which I'll do right now for you guys so you can hear it, very surprised. Get the power on. I'm going to spool it up. I want you to listen to the gears. And this is a Metal Gear version. I'm going to go full speed. And we're going to stop it. So I am actually very impressed with that. I did a lot of research, as many of you probably have, on these Vevor lathes. It's a Chinese lathe. What can you expect for X? This one was, I think it was like $1,100 or something, give or take. I can't remember the exact price, but for a little over $1,000, actually pretty impressed. So as you can see, quick change tool post, AccuSize. It's the AXA size. I'll put all this stuff in the description. I've already made adjustments to these wheels. I haven't really dealt with the backlash yet. Just wanted to kind of get it going. For those wondering, some of you that might have this lathe that comes with this tool post, my recommendation, take this, throw it in the trash. It's pretty much not even worthy of a paperweight, to be perfectly honest with you. It just, this right here, this piece, does not compare to the rest of the lathe as far as quality. The real weaknesses that I see on this lathe are right here, this cross slide. The backlash in here, the fit on this, the quality of this section here, the cross slide and compound slide, it definitely is wanting for some improvement. But for those of us that are getting into this as a hobby or very, very light business type, maker world type stuff, this is probably going to do you some good. It's really added capability for what we can do here in our shop. Last night, I kind of spun it up and turned a screw just to cut some metal. No real reason other than to see if I could. I'm going to bring it up close to the camera and see if we can kind of get in on that. I don't know if you can see the finish on that, but it's actually much, much, much better than I could have hoped for right out of the box. Well, short mods. Like I said, I got the tool post, couple of initial sets, setting up this thing. Listen to the, I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna get my microphone close to it. It's actually very, very smooth. It's the quick, don't need a wrench. I did change this hardware up here, got rid of this thing, and just for giggles, I put this little titanium screw in there, temporary, with a 10 millimeter, lock it down, whatever. Got my live center, just an Amazon find, nothing spectacular, but it works. Morse taper too. Plop it in, and there you go. It works. I haven't gone through the alignment yet. I put a rod in there, and it right out of the box is surprisingly pretty well aligned. Not perfect by any stretch, but it does have a system where we can align this. I haven't needed to align it yet. I think I will soon. You might be able to see this thing is not mounted yet. This is not where it's going to live. It's going to live behind the camera over there once we get it all dialed in. Waiting for another butcher block for the other side of the shop. I haven't tried cutting threads, haven't really machined anything. Piece of plastic and this screw. Effectively, that's all I've done with it. But I wanted to give you guys an initial feeling on this little lathe, because many of us, you debate, you're going to spend $15,000 on a Precision Matthews and get a really nice piece of equipment, or are you going to spend $1,000 or less on something like this? For me, I don't have the space for the larger lathe right now. This, as far as its size, it's the longest lathe that Vevor offered. It's the most powerful lathe that Vevor offered. Supposedly 1100 watt brushless motor. I didn't rip the thing apart yet to check that out, but it does seem legit. I have run a lathe before. I have run a CNC before back in college. By no means am I a machinist. Don't claim to be. This is just something for us to expand our capability on what we can do. This particular tool, its main purpose, adapters, bushings, custom screw head modifications, just a bunch of little stuff that's going to get done that I otherwise would try to do on a drill press. I'm sure many of you have tried the same thing as I. You try to make a screw like this, take the head down for whatever reason. I used to put mine on the drill press and run a file on the side of the head. Ridiculous. Get yourself a little Vevor bench. It doesn't have to be a Vevor. And this is not sponsored. No one sent this to me. I purchased this thing out of my own pocket. Everything in here, the AccuSize, not sponsored. All these things that came in a kit. I think it was like a 7-piece kit. If I can remember, I'll try to link that in the description. But all Amazon finds. Amazon, Vevor, Amazon. Not a shout out for Amazon, but most of us, we shop there and we get what we need. Whatever. If you guys have any questions about this, or if you need anything in Mesa, Arizona, give me a shout. Fly's Eye Fabrication. We do TIG welding, 3D printing, all kinds of fun stuff. Talk to you guys later.